ladies and gentlemen. This is the governor of Utah. His name is Spencer Cox. And he recently posted something out on X that sent the place in an uproar. So he did this 2 days after signing an anti DEI bill into law. So it is Utah after all, right? So 2 days after signing a bill to scrub diversity programs across the state, Utah Governor Spencer Cox posted on social media to celebrate Black History Month and faced immediate backlash. He wrote, "We honored the resilience, courage, and contributions African Americans have made to our state and nation," Cox said from his official account. "We celebrate Black communities and remain committed to improve access to opportunity." This man knew what he was doing, y'all. He knew what he was doing. So immediately, more than 200 commenters criticized the Republican governor Thursday over the timing of this message and his actions. And trust me, he knows what he's doing. One post wrote, "The gall you have to post this today." Another person wrote, "How are you not completely mortified by the anti Black legislation you just signed a few days ago? That will be your legacy." Another person wrote, "How crazy you're saying this days after signing a bill that will actively hurt Black students in Utah." Another one, the comments quickly outnumber how many people had shared or liked the message on X, formerly known as Twitter. So Cox signed a bill, HB 261, into law Tuesday, has been vocal in the past few months in support of unraveling diversity, equity, and inclusion, or DIE, programs in higher education and government. Starting in July, public schools will be required to remove references of diversity from their offices and open programs to all individuals rather than support a specific underserved race. A Black Cultural Center at the Utah K through 12 school or college, for instance, will now need to also serve white students. It has been a marked departure from Cox's previous efforts while in office to champion those efforts, including signing Utah's compact on race, equity, diversity, and inclusion, and vows to address discrimination in hiring, the first ever senior advisor for equity and opportunity in the governor's office. So in the fall, he began speaking against diversity programs at the state's 8 public colleges and universities, suggesting they were doing more to divide us than bring us together. A week later, he drew attention for railing against these diversity statements. You have to sign to get hired at school in the state, calling them bordering on evil. All of Utah public colleges said they didn't have those in the way the governor described, though some said they've previously asked applicants to describe their own beliefs on diversity in an open ended question. The school also said they've provided data to the governor to show the positive effect those programs have had in improving retention, graduation rates for marginalized communities. And His shift further to the right has come, though, as his first term as governor wraps up while seeking re-election for the top spot this year. Mm-mm-mm. So the governor's post was quickly flooded with pushback. Several individuals responded by quoting Cox's past statements and comparing them to what the governor said recently. Others called him a liar and a hypocrite. While questioned whether colleges going forward will be able to celebrate Black History Month with events on campus under the new law. So the state Democratic Senator Nate Blowen wrote, once again, action speaks louder than words. The governor's office did not respond to a request for comment from the Salt Lake Tribune on this post, but the tweets was likely by a spokesperson, this senior advisor of community outreach. That's who they're saying, Governor Deirdre Henderson. She's a lieutenant governor. So, I mean, if he's a Republican, I'm not surprised, but people said he's a hypocrite because he was all for diversity and DEI. And then he suddenly shifted in September. I think he was watching what was going on in Florida. And that's what changed his mind. So he wasn't really being sincere when he said he was for diversity. He wasn't being sincere at all. But now he is. He's showing his true colors. So he's taken a lot of heat, especially on social media, for switching gears just so suddenly. But I'm not surprised. Come on, a state like Utah, I would imagine they're not fair about a lot of things. Y'all gonna have to tell me what you think about this video. Please leave your comment and subscribe. Don't forget to hit on the notification bell, and I'll see you on the next video. Peace, family.